Vrchat, a platform where you can create anything you can imagine, even films. Have you seen videos like these on TikTok and YouTube and wonder how they're made? Well, the truth is that a lot of YouTubers use VRChat for model testing, filming, and lots more. VRChat content creators who use in-game avatars like this one are considered VTubers. I started with VTubing and making VRChat content pretty recently, and so I'm here to help anyone who might be wondering. There are several different ways that people can film VRChat content. If you're on a Quest headset, then you can use the Oculus menu to record. Keep in mind that using this will not allow you to use the VRChat camera to film. It will record from your point of view only. If you'd like to do any kind of talking head videos, then you have to use a mirror and look at yourself. One way that can help Quest users is looking closely at the VRChat camera and using that point of view to capture the camera footage. This isn't ideal, but it can help you get some more complex shots. If you keep your head as still as possible or actually put your headset down and crop in, then the final product can be pretty decent. Another and much preferred method would be to use a PC VR headset like the Index or link your Quest headset to a PC. I use several ways to link my PC and they all have their pros and cons. The first method is to use the link cable. This guarantees the lowest latency possible and allows your headset to charge while in use, which is ideal for long play sessions. The cons are that you're now tethered to your computer, and this can be frustrating and even dangerous if you trip or get tangled. Link cables can also be a little pricey, with one of them from Meta costing $80 before tax and shipping. The next connection method is by using Oculus AirLink. This allows you to use the Oculus software to wirelessly connect to your PC. Honestly, I have never been able to reliably get this to work. I've watched tutorials and did hours of troubleshooting. Sometimes it will connect and sometimes it won't. When your Wi-Fi is good, it works pretty well though. There's a bit of latency and it does a very sickening thing where it lags your head movements behind the movement of the actual screen. If you're prone to motion sickness, I would not recommend this, but at least it's free. The last option I use, and in my opinion the best, is Virtual Desktop. This works similar to the AirLink where you download an app on your PC and your headset and use that to connect them wirelessly. I've found that under favorable conditions it works very well. There have been a lot of connection issues, but typically basic troubleshooting should solve it. Once you get it working, it's unlikely to give you any issues again unless you switch Wi-Fis. One note about Virtual Desktop and AirLink is that public or shared Wi-Fi often blocks connections between devices. For example, I could not get PC VR to work wirelessly on my dorm Wi-Fi or my apartment Wi-Fi. If you use either of those, then you'll have to get your own Wi-Fi, use a hotspot, or just use a link cable for PC VR. Having said that, Virtual Desktop is still the GOAT for those of us who want a low latency wireless PC VR experience. It doesn't lag nearly as much as AirLink and it only costs $20. And when it does have connection issues, it downgrades the quality, freezes, or disconnects instead of making you sick. There are generally less glitches than Virtual Desktop and not to mention this groovy music. Hey, if you're enjoying this video, would you mind hitting the like and subscribe? It really helps me out and is completely free for you. Alright, bye! Now on to how to film in VRChat with PC VR. There are several applications that achieve the same effect, but I recommend using OBS to record. OBS will record your screen, which will be your camera angle when you use the stream camera. Make absolutely sure that you're using your stream camera. You'll be pretty pissed, like I was, when you get done with an hour-long recording session only to realize that you were recording from your own shaky, unhelpful POV instead of using the decent camera. There are a couple different cameras in VRChat, but the one we'll focus on and the one I always use is the stream camera. The other cameras include the photo camera, the icon camera, the gallery camera, and the multi-layer camera. You can take pictures with the stream camera as well, so I never feel the need to use the photo camera. The stream camera has a lot of super useful features, my favorite being the drone feature. I use this feature to get moving shots like this and position my camera into places I can't reach, like this. Unless you're filming in a vertical format, in which case you'll need to do it manually, because the default for the drone feature is horizontal, and currently this is not able to be changed. I recommend taking some time to get acquainted with how the drone works and how to change position. Being able to get into position quickly is a useful skill, especially if you're doing a collab. Past the drone, there are a lot more settings. The anchor settings are super important for recording relative to yourself. If I want the camera to follow me as I move my avatar, then I'll set it to local anchor. If I want to have the camera stay in place even while I move in and out of frame like this, then I'll choose the world anchor. You can also set the behavior of the camera. I can put it on smooth settings so that when I'm holding it in my hand, the movement isn't so shaky. I can also set it to look at me so that the camera follows my head movement. I like the setting for when I'm streaming so that I don't have to worry about whether or not I'm in frame. I also used it to stay focused on me for this dancing video. Now it's the disco can also use auto level, which makes sure that there's no tilt to your camera. Keep in mind that none of these behavior settings are compatible with vertical video except for the smoothed camera. The dancing video was filmed horizontally and cropped. Full disclaimer, this was filmed at a time that none of these vertical features were out, so you couldn't use any of those features with the actual vertical camera, but now you can. It's amazing. I actually have been taking a break from Vrchat and I just got back and realized that you can do all of these super fun things. So yeah, you should be able to do that now. Nothing really changed besides the capability for that from my original stuff. Everything should still be applicable, and everything is still good for the updated Vrchat camera, but just figured I would let you guys know that all of you TikTokers out there, it'll be much easier for you guys to film vertical content now. The Vrchat camera is awesome. The next set of settings are the focus settings. There are 3 setting modes for the Vrchat camera. The first one, and the one that is activated by default, is full auto. Full auto just means that the focus and aperture are automatically set. This usually results in pictures that are clear in all aspects. The background, midground, and foreground will all be clear and in focus. Depending on what kind of picture you're trying to get, you might want some things blurry. Semi-auto allows you to make some things blurry and choose the focal point. It's a way to give your photos depth with just tap of the button. If you're new to photography in general and haven't messed with the focus, then it's a good starting point. Manual is a step up from semi-auto, but comparatively to a real camera, it's still pretty easy. You can get some beautiful pictures with this with no editing in the manual setting. You can adjust your focal point as well as the aperture. This might take some time to figure out, but it's a very useful tool for taking beautiful pictures and videos. I recommend having aperture set high for videos. I've seen way too many people taking videos that could look super nice, but they're out of focus. The next, and in my opinion, most useful for content creators is the mask feature. Recording with friends and don't want distracting avatars in the background? Boom, they're gone. Once you remove the background from a video? Boom, a perfect green screen. And unlike with a real green screen, you don't have to worry about uneven lighting or green screen imperfections. Do you want to record a world and not have your own avatar shown? Just toggle off the local player. Want to record your avatar and not worry about the world getting in the way? Poof, the environment is gone. If you want to include your UI in the recording, you can toggle that on as well. Masking is an incredibly useful tool for making cool stuff in Vrchat. The next set of features relates to how you see the camera. You can have the camera appear as a normal solid lens, a ghost outline of a lens, or just a small light. I keep mine set to the transparent ghost lens. This way it's unobstructive but still visible, so I can tell where to look when I film these videos. The next setting is a cosmetic that I rarely use, but it's just the basic filters you might find on a simple camera app. It can be cool, but not very realistic, and not my favorite in general if you don't have access to editing software. This could be a good alternative for a quick pop. Alright, now we're getting down to the last features. There's a resolution option, which I love for taking high quality photos. Keep in mind though, the higher resolution pictures can cause lag or stutter when you take them. Taking an 8K photo usually makes my screen freeze or stutter for a quick second. The last feature I'll mention is the grid feature. This allows you to line things up on your screen and does not show up in the photo or video. And that's it for the base camera settings. Now all that's left is to set up your camera and press record. These should be all the tools you need to make cool Vrchat content. Also, if you guys were wondering who this friendly little background actor is, this is my boyfriend, Logan. I'm just testing something out for videos to see if it makes it a little bit more interesting for you guys while I'm talking, to have somebody doing something in the background, just to change it up a little bit. I'll have his stuff linked below if you guys want to check him out. Alright, bye! You can... No!
It's practice.
Yeah. Let's go on here and list to go through after this. It's cute. Dude,
Breathe.
especially in case it's
Yes.
Damn, I am on X Games mode. Please, don't lag.
Are you like recording all of this?
You could be whatever you want. Like, unless you're right in front of my face, I'm gonna be like, you know, maybe don't cover me totally, but other than that, you can be where... Come on, bro. For example, I could not get PC VR to work. Please! I did it. official take, if it actually works. If not, then it will be the not official take. I see that. Delicious. Okay, I need to make my script read again. They can be cool, but not very realistic, and not my favorite in general. Oh my god, what was that?
Sorry.
Scooch it on over here. Okay, just, boom. Hey. Ugh, we're done. Done. Never going back to that paragraph ever again. Ever again. If you want more info on how to navigate VRChat, you can click on this video or this one.